Trudeau Liberals have such a fetish for repatriating ISIS fighters that they will actually welcome into Canada terrorists who aren't even Canadian? That's what it sure looks like in light of a jaw-dropping story in which a British politician claims that the ISIS member known as Jack Abraham Letts, aka Jihadi Jack, was days away from being welcomed into Canada. Jihadi Jack is one of those Islamist idiots who decided to leave the UK to fight for the Islamic State. But like so many others of late, Jack is now experiencing buyer's remorse, and he allegedly misses Mama's home cooking, so he wants to come back to jolly old England. Thankfully, the UK is apparently happy to see Jihadi Jack rot in Syria. Lord Russell-Moyle recently told Channel 4 that the Trudeau Liberals were actually cooking up a scheme to smuggle Jihadi Jack out of the Middle East and bring him to Canada. Yeah, that's right. Somehow the idea of importing a terrorist into Canada, someone who isn't even a Canadian to begin with, this was deemed to be a front burner issue somehow? Are you kidding me? Thankfully, the US and the UK torpedoed the move. Funny that, eh? The idea of Canadian allies like the US and the UK doing more to look out for Canadian security than Canada itself. For what it's worth, Public Safety Minister Ralph Goodale's office says the story is categorically false. Tell me, folks, given recent events in the nation's capital, does anyone believe a single word these Liberals utter anymore? I think if a Trudeau Liberal told me the world was round, I'd buy a membership in the Flat Earth Society. Yet, still the question arises, why? Assuming this story is indeed true, and I, for one, have no reason to believe that Lord Russell-Moyle is lying, then what in blue hell were the Trudeau Liberals thinking? Jihadi Jack is a British citizen. Granted, his father is a Canadian, and therefore Jihadi Jack is eligible to apply for dual citizenship. But even so, this is the kind of guy Team Trudeau wants to become a new Canadian? I mean, what's in it for the Liberals that they'd go to bat for such foreign filth in the first place? Are there some spare seats available at the poetry reading classes that repatriated Canadian ISIS attendees are now taking in? Cheaper by the dozen, I guess. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, you can listen to all Rebel shows as a podcast. Please go to therebel.media/listen.